everyone, Mahinder here from Endeavour Study Center again, and I'm back again with one of my another video in listening module, right? So as you may have been seeing us doing videos on different question types in PTE. My last video was about your summarized spoken text question type in PTE listening, and today I have brought another video about one of the most important question type in listening module, which is known as Write From Dictation, right? So before we discuss Write From Dictation, I'm going to give you a bit of overview about listening module and what to expect in PTE. So listening module is the last module. In PTE, you would do that in the end, and it takes approximately anything between 45 to 55 minutes, almost 1 hour. So first thing, the most important thing about listening module is make sure that you take that optional toilet break which is given to you when you finish reading, and then after that you start listening. Before the listening module, you must take that 10 minutes toilet break so that you pump some fresh air into your lungs and you're ready to take your listening module, which requires a lot of focus and your determination. So let's get started with this. So in first question type you'll come across after your listening, when you come back from your toilet break, is your summarized spoken text, in which you are required to write a summary between 50 to 70 words from the lecture you hear. And that question type has individual 10 minutes. You can watch my full previous video if you want to get information on summarized spoken text. After summarized spoken text, you are going to enter into this collective time zone, right? Summarized spoken text has individual 10 minutes for each question. You get 2 to 3 of them, but after that you will enter into collective time zone, and time will be shown on your screen on the right hand top corner here. It will show something like 18 or 1 over 16. If you have total question 18, it will show you 1 over 18, and then it will show you time of say 23 minutes or something. And that question, when you click next with every question, so first question is going to be your multiple choice choose multiple answers question. You get 2 to 3 of them, followed by listening fill in the blanks. You get 2 to 3 of them, and then followed by highlight correct summary, again 2 to 3 of them, and then multiple choice choose single answers. And then you have select missing words, followed by highlight incorrect words, and then you have write from dictation. Out of these question types in listening module, we have 4 question types which has maximum weightage, which can get you 79 plus score, is summarized spoken text. And then we have listening fill in the blanks, then we have highlight incorrect words, and then lastly write from dictation. So these 4 are the most important question types in listening module. You need to focus for your 65 or 79 plus score. Let's take write from dictation today. Very important question type, make or break the game. If you get hold of this question, you can make sure your 65 and 79 plus guaranteed score if you get 100% out of this, and you do really well in other modules as well, which will help you to enhance your overall score and to meet those requirements of each score. So write from dictation, why this is important? So write from dictation is important for this reason, for its high scoring. Write from dictation gives approximately 20 points out of 90. So out of 90, almost 1/4 points are just in write from dictation in listening module. Then we look at writing contribution. So write from dictation scores heavily on your writing. Approximately 25 to 27 points out of 90 will only come from write from dictation. This contribution coming from write from dictation is more than even the whole writing module. So really important to figure out what is the best strategy for write from dictation, so that you can enhance your score towards writing as well as towards your listening. Now I would also like to mention here that write from dictation contains more points towards your writing, even more than the total of your writing module question types, which are summarized written text and write essay. So you may be aware that many people struggle with writing and listening modules, and why that happens, because there are 3 question types in listening module which score you for writing as well. So summarize spoken text, and then fill in the blanks and write from dictation. So these 3 question types, they contain 45 points in total towards your writing. So the people who fail to get the desired result in writing, they also tend to get less score in listening too, right? So this is why just by looking at your scorecard we can figure out that what is the question type you may be struggling with, or you do not have good hold on that question type just by looking at your scorecard. Let's get on to write from dictation one by one now. What happens in this question type? So you get 10 seconds waiting time, and then you get you have to type the sentence exactly the way you hear it in the given box on computer, right? Now, to do well in write from dictation, you really need to manage your time well. So you can only manage time well if you know what question types are important. So when you get to the write from dictation, we need at least 1 to 1.5 minutes per write from dictation. For example, if you write from dictation, question numbers can vary anything from 2 to 4. So if you have, say, 4 write from dictation, you need to have at least 5 or 6 minutes to be able to do it well. The way to maximize your score by using all the strategies which we are going to discuss now. So time management is really important. Make sure that you do not spend too much of time multiple choice, multiple answers, multiple choice, 2 single answers, and highlight correct summary. This is the question type which is really important to watch out for time, and then select missing word. So these are unimportant question types. Don't spend too much of time on them once the audio is gone, so that you have enough time left over when you get to write from dictation. Now, understanding scoring is really important. So I have already explained here how much contribution can come from your write from dictation towards your writing as well as listening. So next one is each word written correctly. How it is scored, write from dictation. So each word of the sentence, if you write it correctly, will give you 1 mark, each word, provided it is grammatically correct and you've got the right spelling. Now, so what is grammatically, what do we mean by saying grammatically correct? So let's take those points one by one. So it should begin with a capital letter. So this is a common error many students are not aware of. You lose points for not capitalizing the first letter of a first word, which is a common basic rule of grammar. So any sentence you start, it has to start with a capital letter. Very important. Another common mistake is missing out on full stop. So you're not putting full stop, you're losing easy points. For example, if you don't full stop in the end of a sentence, you won't get marks for the last word, because scoring in write from dictation for every word, each word written grammatically correct and spelling wise correct, will give you 1 point. So really important to make sure to put full stop in the end, and you start any letter with any first word with a capital letter. Now, capitalization of proper nouns, another really good point. For example, at this level of English, when you're chasing 65 and 79, Pearson expects from you to have a knowledge of your proper nouns. For example, Wednesday. So suppose there was a word called Wednesday. Say library will be closed on Wednesday. So here Wednesday is a word that comes in the middle, but because it is a proper noun, if you don't capitalize Wednesday, then you're going to lose points, because this is a proper noun. That's the name of the day, so you need to capitalize it. For example, if any word such as the UK or the US comes, and if you don't capitalize it, then you're going to lose point as well. So make sure that you understand capitalization rules in the middle of a sentence. Another mistake people do is spelling. So every word has to have the right spelling too. Not only that, it should be grammatically correct, but you should also have the right spelling. If the spelling of the word is not right, then you're not going to get point for that particular word. Similarly, placement of commas. Some sentences require you to have a comma at certain places. For example, whenever you start a sentence with prepositions such as in, of, under, you always need to separate that first phrase with the help of comma from remaining sentence. And that's a basic rule of grammar, comma rule. So if you don't put that comma, then you're going to lose point for that one word next to which you were supposed to put comma, because punctuation is treated as the part of the previous word. So make sure that you have understanding of where to put comma and where not to put comma in academic writing. Probably this is why this is what you all guys may be waiting for. that Mohinder is just discussing what write from dictation is, but he's not until now have discussed related to what is the best strategy. So the strategy which we use, which works well in write from dictation and which has helped so many students to get even 90 in writing and 90 in listening, the only strategy that works for them, for most of the students, is the acronym method, which we are going to discuss what that is. Acronym method. So, but first thing you need to do is to listen critically. So simple words, in simple words, if you don't understand a sentence, you won't be able to write it back. I'm talking about a meaningful sentence here in terms of your subject, and what was the subject, what was the verb, what was the object, what were other words there. So that will form a sentence. So understand, listen critically, really important. And try to understand the sentence. Once you understand the sentence, you know what words are what places, and on the basis of that you can make acronym of those words whatever you listen. So acronym method is a simple method. So you listen to the sentence, your sentence is in your memory, and then you write the first letter of each word in the sentence in your notebook. For example, there were 12 words in the sentence. You should have 12 letters written, first letter of each word. As long as you understand the meanings or main words of the passage, there would be certain supporting words. For example, I might stand for is if it is a second word, if you know it, right? T might stand for to if that appears before the noun. So if you have the acronym method, if you have written each letter or first letter of each word, and you have the sentence in your memory, you have understood the sentence, I would recommend you guys to write straight away, produce that acronym in your notebook into the form of full sentence, and then read it. Okay, it makes sense to you, then transfer it, answer it to the computer, and then again proofread it. Make sure you have kept in mind capitalization rule if it is needed in the middle of the sentence. You have the first letter which is capital, you also have the full stop in the end, and make sure you have got all the correct spellings, and then you are ready for the next word. Now, really important how you approach the question. So while you are in the waiting time, make sure you have pen in hand and you have the paper open for making notes, and your eyes are stuck onto the word. Make sure your capital letter is not on. That's a very important point, especially for the people who have just started using computer. We are not sure about the shift key, so try to use shift key if you're not aware of it. The shift key, locate the shift key, try to use shift key to type capitals. Don't use cap lock. It has happened with my couple of students that they had the cap lock on and they typed the sentence, time ran out, and whole the sentence was typed in capital letters. That means straight away 0 point. Another point here is while you are making acronym, initially for first 25, 20, 30 minutes or even for 1 hour, it won't work. So you have to be very consistent with your approach with acronym method. But once you master this acronym method, it is going to become your biggest tool to fight against this question type, which is write from dictation, and you will be able to get your desired result, whatever score you desire, which is 65 or 79 each. So master this acronym method, be consistent with it. If you come to my class, what we are going to do, I actually check people's students' notebooks, whether they are writing, and not only the students who are in the classroom, but also to the students whom we are teaching online. So I ask them to show me their notebooks, and we just have to really force the strategy in, and we know that all the success stories we've been producing, it is just because of we are enforcing those strategies really strictly, because we understand that once you have the right strategy, once you have mastered this write from dictation strategy, your write from dictation work is going to be over for most of the students. So make sure you use this strategy to maximize your score in listening module, especially in this question type, write from dictation. Now, never forget to proofread whatever you have written on the screen, no matter it is a write from dictation or your summarized written text or summarized spoken text or write essay. Make sure you proofread your work, because that is going to help you to save those 3 or 4 or 5 critical points which otherwise you would lose if you don't proofread. So when you proofread, make sure capitalization, make sure you full stop in the end, make sure first letter is capital, make sure you've got the right spelling. There are few questions that I generally get asked about, sir, if we get a number, what should we do? So although it is not mentioned anywhere in Pearson's scoring system or in the books as well, I have tried to search many of them, even the notes. But if I look at the basic, because PT is academic exam, so if I look at basics of academic writing, they say any number which is written less than 10, you should write that in the form of the letter. So you should write that in the form of a word rather than putting a number. But if you have years like 19, 90, 100, so in that case you can write numbers, there shouldn't be any problem. And I believe that Pearson will not give you bad score if you choose to write in even letter or number, because either way it is correct. Okay, having said that, I was not able to find this written anywhere else. If you guys, any of you find that somewhere mentioned in Pearson's scoring system, please share this information with us in the comment box to help others. Right, another thing here about write from dictation is people think that if they write one word or two words, they're going to get full score, or they're going to get score for the written words. So it does not go that way. As long as you do not have a meaningful phrase or meaningful part of a sentence, the rest of the words won't give you any mark. For example, if you have only written is, of and are, and there were three words in the sentence, you're not going to get any score for that, because whatever the correct portion of your sentence is would not make any sense. So this is the reason that people believe, or students believe, that oh yes, I was able to do 30% of the write from dictation, but 30% means your sentence was not meaningful and you'll get straight away 0 for that question. So really important to master this acronym method for write from dictation, and obviously lot of practice, lots and lots of practice. So some of you who are looking for free study material, and if you want to practice some latest write from dictation, I would recommend you guys to log into our website, which is the endeavorstudy.com.au. The details would be given with this video. And you can create a guest login. If you are not our enrolled students, you can create a guest login, and from there you will be able to access some parts of our portal. So I hope this information on write from dictation was helpful, and feel free to comment in the comment box about any questions you have on this video, or alternatively you can also give us a call if we could be of any help to you guys, for you to prepare for your Pearson test of English. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in next video. Thank you.